Fishing King, Hook City TV, and I'm back with another one, man. Out here by myself and my little 6'6" ACC crappie stick. Listen to me, man. I hope you guys are having a good day, and thank you for clicking on this video. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of times people get out here on the lake, they find a brush pile, they find a loaded tree, they find something, they find fish. And when they find those fish, they like to get right over the top of them. And when they get right over the top of them, some days those fish just move off. They get really finicky and they don't want to bite, man. So a long rod is not really a great suggestion when you have really spooky fish. We're gonna be doing some pitching today using the 6'6" ACC. I'm gonna show you how to do it, man, and keep those fish from running off on you. Stay tuned, it's about to go down. Let's go, baby. There's our first fish. Our first fish, y'all. Again, we don't have any fish spooking. Everything is right there where it needs to be. Nobody moved off. We caught the fish we needed to catch. That's the name of the game, man. Not a giant, but we should be dealing with a keeper for sure. Yes, sir. 10.5-inch crappie, y'all. That's what we came out here to do. Y'all know at Hook City, we don't do that trophy fishing. We're grocery fishing. Let's go, baby. Get on in there. So I've mentioned that we're gonna be using the 6'6" ACC. Daiwa reel. We're gonna be using some really light 6-pound test line. We have a little bit of wind, which is causing a little bit of current down there, and I want to be able to control my jig when I pitch it. And we're going to be doing that with a 1/8 ounce tungsten jig head by Euro Tackle, and we're going to be using that B-Vibe, the Bluegill Pro. So we have a brush pile that I have not approached, we have a tree that I have not approached, just sitting about 15 foot away from us. There's a good amount of fish on it, but I can tell the fish are finicky because when I first pulled up, those fish acted like they wanted to swim away. We backed off of the tree, we hit spot lock, and I know exactly where I need to be. All we have to do from here is cast over, knowing how deep those fish are. They're sitting about 14 foot deep. So with this 1/8 ounce tungsten jig head, I need to count down to about 6 to 7 seconds, and then I can slowly retrieve it back to me. We're gonna see if we can get a bite that way. If we don't, we'll try something else. Let's see how it works out, man. I count to 7, I close my bail, and I just let that jig hang around that depth. Once I start reeling, no matter how slow, once I start reeling, that bait is going to start to rise. So if I can just get a really good pendulum back to me at the same depth, knowing that those fish are at that depth, that's what helps. And then too, you want to really be in tune with your jig, because right now we're pitching into a tree. There's a lot of arms, a lot of things that can hang me up. So I want to be really in tune. I want to move really slowly, let this B-Vibe work. It has that swim tail on it, and that's what's really attracting those fish as that bait is moving through the water column. So let's get back in here and see if we can catch us another one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 count. Just gonna let it hang around there. See if I can get it. Nothing. I'll keep on working. Might be a 10-inch fish. He's scrawny though. Man, I tell you what, this summer bite in North Texas has been really, really weird. We've had a lot of little bitty fish, and then we catch some big fish. Sometimes I catch them roaming. Sometimes I catch them out here on trees or brush piles. It's been a toss-up all year. The pattern has been really funny for me to try to get a hold of. But listen, we catching fish, man. We are catching fish. I'm gonna catch a big one. I got a feeling. Guys, I hope y'all pay attention to what's going on now, because pitching can be a fun thing to do, but it can really get on your nerves at the same time if you don't really have an understanding of what it is that you're trying to do. So number one, I want to use a smaller pole, a shorter pole that I really have leverage with when I'm trying to pitch this jig, or if I need to cast it, depending on how far we're trying to cast to. Again, right now I'm only going about 15 foot, which is a little too much for my long rod, and I want to have a little more control of it, and I can do it with this shorter rod. There he is, y'all. Little small black. I tell you what, once I get it down to depth, I'm noticing, using this live scope, I'm noticing that it doesn't take but a few seconds. Somebody is seeing it, somebody's moving on the bait, and they're biting. Not sure if that would happen, like I say, if I was to approach this tree, because sometimes in approaching these trees, these fish get finicky and they'll move off. Or here's another one to think about. Just because they move off, they might shut off. I don't want them to do either one. I want them to be comfortable, I want them to feel safe, and I want them to be ready to bite when an opportunity presents itself. I say it all the time. I believe crappie are opportunistic feeders. I know that they, some people favor the early morning and some people favor the late evening. Me personally, I believe that these fish are opportunistic. How many times, in the comment section, I want to know, how many times have you caught a fish with a belly full of shad in it? How many times have you caught a crappie with a shad's tail hanging out of a fish's mouth? I think these fish are opportunistic. We're in the late part of the summer, coming in to what I'm hoping is an amazing fall bite. So we might as well go back in there and get another one, man. Listen, I can't get enough of the thump, and I'm looking for my limit today. We're grocery fishing. Let's go, baby. Another keeper, man. These fish are really finicky, y'all. That's another keeper right there. Put them on the checkerboard to make sure. Hey, for the people that had these fray bill crappie checkers, listen, man. If you're tired of these fish flopping out of the checker and finning you and all that stuff, let me just help you real quick. I've showed this before. I'm gonna show it again. Pro tip: watch close. Put your finger, whether it be your index finger, your middle finger, in the gill of that fish, right? Just like this. Then you want to slide your whole hand in there, right? Take your other hand, your free hand. Slide his tail in there, and he will not do no flip. Look, listen. He can do all flipping and flopping he want to at this point. That's a keeper fish. I got to count fish, y'all. Y'all stay tuned, man. I got to count these fish, see how many I got, because I believe I'm closing in on 25. Let's check. All right, man. So the live well is looking good. I don't know how many I have. Hopefully not more than 25. We're gonna check right now. We caught some good fish today too, though. Hee-haw. Been a little bit of that going on. Number 1, 2, 18. Come on. 19 and 20. That was a good time to count. Looks like 21, 22, 23. All right, guys, listen. We got 23 crappie in the box, man. Kept everything over 10 and a half. Threw back anything under 10 and a half. I know I was gonna be putting it on ice, man. But that's what 23 looks like, guys. I'm gonna get y'all to come along with me, man. We got 2 more fish to catch, and we're gonna continue to do it by pitching jigs, man. Gonna continue to do it by pitching jigs. Let's finish off filling this cooler up. Black crappie, come on. That one ain't gonna make it. Acting a dang fool. You better stop. Only 10 and a half go in, so he good. He's scary. Worried somebody was gonna take them fillets. Good fish. Good fish. Told y'all I was gonna get y'all a big one. Let's see if I can lift him. Told y'all I was gonna get y'all a good fish before it's all over. This is actually number 24, so I got 1 more to go. Man, thanks to all the boats running around. Hee-haw! Man, they'll wear me out in these trees, but y'all see the fish, man. Y'all see it. We got 1 more to go. All right, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Don't forsake the short rods, man. Do not forsake the short rods. Listen, that's another good, solid 12 and a half inch fish. Don't forsake the short rods, man. Listen, sometimes these fish are gonna get finicky. Sometimes they don't want you right up on them. Sometimes the shadow that you cast over that brush pile, over that tree, over that group of fish is what's gonna scatter those fish or make those fish close their mouths and not want to eat. And what I wanted to display, which I believe I did with 25 fillet, y'all heard that. What I displayed, showing y'all 50 fillets, 25 fish, is that you ain't gotta just wish. Grab your short pole, man. Start practicing on pitching, because I'm gonna tell you what, with the advancements of live scope and the way people are all over these crappie right now, you're gonna have to learn how to pitch at fish. It's your boy Fishing Ken, Hook City TV, man. Listen, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Listen, I need a comment. I would love for you to subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. So as we always say, all of us YouTubers, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of all the hot content your boy comes out with. Listen, if you're looking for Dad, believe me, he's gonna be in some more to come. I came out for a little bit of me time and some hee-haw time. It's your boy Fishing Ken, Hook City TV. I'm out here.